Farm priority 1-1, forgiven. Betsy ranked 8th in mid laners to get the farm out of all, arguably the roughest part of the game. It looks like some action on bot lane.
Wow, this is a 2v2. It's going to be turned into a 2v3. We do see the hyperkinetic position reverser. A good teleport from JWoww is potentially going to set up a kill here. That is a beautiful flash lantern from Gosu Pepper. He keeps Forgiven alive, but in the back line, Cabo Shard is teleported in. Now JWoww is a man out of position. He's forced to flash defensively. Gosu Pepper lands the death sentence. That's a flash pulverized from Promiscu as Cabo Shard is knocked backwards, and Froggen joins in for the fray. This is a 5-on-5 party, and Betsy is the target when everyone comes to play.
By our powers combined, we are Exodia. But that's what I mean, right? If your fight goes long enough and some beautiful re-engages left and right, I think Elements played it pretty clean. I think Gambit out of there. Diamond's ganking mid lane, no.
He's going to need to get out again. That's a very early sanguine pull.
Elements, imagine they push somebody out of the lane. They can maybe take half HP of that tower, but then that tower is still fully alive and functioning, and that's the difference. Cabo Shard throwing Maokai into the wall here.
Well, let's see. It's going to be one of the longest fights.
And then flank him.
Well, Froggen and Dexter, they've killed Diamond.
So if this works for a trade, it's okay for Gambit. If Gambit does not get that tier 2, they're actually in trouble because then they made that positional misplay. So play from Gambit here, from mid to top, and now they're going on JWoww.
Well, JWoww's caught out. The Gnar is available. Gnaws him into the turret. We saw a flash at the bottom. Now tower is secured. JWoww gets taken away. Diamond is going to flash away. Continues to survive. Summon a heal.
Here's
from Forgiven keeps him out, but it's JWoww that gets the kill. We do see Dexter securing one as now Froggen continues to chase with Hemoplague. The pop plus the pop manages to secure it, and it's just kill after kill after kill. Gambit overstay their welcome. Dexter gets 2, Froggen gets another. Between these teams, you can see the items on the bottom of your screen. Edge picked up now Forgiven as we set ourselves up for another team fight. Gambit, if they want to pick this one, they're going up against the 5. That's the Emperor's Divide. We do see the Hemoplague down, and Betsy is gone. The Azir turret is trying to...
He has the Will of the Ancients router, and he has Spellbound, but here's Dexter.
Well, Diamond Prox is already thrown down Agony's Embrace. The Death Sentence connects onto a giant tree, and Elements peel away. This has cost them. Does look like the fight is going to be happening. Gambit, 5 members set up. Dexter's been caught out. Diamond Prox sinks the fangs, and Froggen actually flashes forward for this one. 2 exhausts back and forth as Froggen is gone. Froggen gets him with the Hemoplague. The Gnar knocks Elements against the wall. It's a trade 1-for-1. Hyperkinetic position reverser holds Betsy in place, and Betsy is down as Dexter goes unstoppable at 5-0 and 3.
Immediately drop, and then again 5v5 situation. Elements comes out on top,
and they do manage to secure their well, not yet. Let's see. Cabo Shard gonna try steal. Basically, is gonna be safe.
They've made it to the late game. They could bait Baron unless Gambit sneaks it right now.
Well, Gambit have started this one. Elements are a little late to respond. 5,000 HP, it's below half. Dexter's nearby. Flash and Smite are available. Down to 1,700. Baron's on the back line. It's stolen by Elements. Dexter manages to do it in his opening LCS game. Tabs manages to shut down Diamond, and position reverses Betsy back into the middle of the squad as Promiscu boots Gosu Pepper away. The prison locks up Forgiven.
And the follow 1-2-1 was something we saw on SK2.
Oh, the invisible Elements kill the invisible.
Tabs. He has a frozen heart. He's an 80 carry with a frozen heart, and they're going in.
Well, let's see who they decide to focus. Betsy gets caught up by the Hemoplague. They jump onto Gosu Pepper. Diamond's on the side lane, gets a huge Agony's Embrace. That's a 3-man Gnar up against the wall. Promiscu's in a little bit of trouble, but Froggen is sustaining his way
in the lake.
We'll ignore that one.
Gambit has to stop the bleeding. They have to get a Dragon, or eventually Elements will get 5, but grouping around an objective means 5v5, and unless you get a really solid Azir ulti and choke point, you're not going to win a fight, and even then, Elements at this point is so tanky. It's so hard. Promiscu going in.
He does manage to get the combo. Betsy instantly throws down the Hourglass. The Lantern should time out before he can get to it. Not even going to be needed. Now Diamond Prox is in trouble. Elements are just running him down. Gets thrown back into the river by Tabs, who's now 5-0 and 7. Promiscu, another new support on the stage, 0-0-15.
Really nice to see that for his first time in the LCS ever.
And it's fantastic to see the follow-up performance from Mithy in the previous game. You know, Mithy, of course, returning to the stage.
Yeah.
He's played
I think give it. Oh, hang on. Froggen's getting caught.
Well, let's see. Exhaust is out. Sanguine is available, as is the Hourglass. Froggen holding on to him, throws down the Hemoplague. Then he pulls away. Hemoplague's gonna pop. The Hourglass is in a moment, and it's an instant kill there. Now forced to flash away. It's not over yet. Cabo Shard gets reversed in, but he's about to become a Mega Gnar. He crunches over the wall. We see Acid Glacial Prison. Is he gonna throw it out? We do see Promiscu maybe gonna find him. Conqueror, the King of the Sands. Now still wants to look. This is a teleport from JWoww as well. That is a massive, massive cow. And the wall is going to keep Dexter out for a moment or two, but it's simply not enough. 22
SQ as well.
to 1.
And, Froggen, the only member returning from Elements with 100% death participation.
Wow.
Froggen feeder.
One more team fight, and we see Gambit throwing everything at Elements. It's just not enough. Froggen's in trouble. He will go down for the second time. Definitely the feeder on the Elements squad as Elements bite off a little more than they can chew this time around. We've seen 2 games ending around the 36-37 minute mark. Elements really just trying to keep up tradition here, I think, as they are going to delay this. Promise you comes in to save Tabs. Tabs low on mana. Forgiven looking for more. He's got red buff. That's another kill.
Kind of makes sense, but again, we had questions, right? What is Forgiven going to do? Well, the answer is exactly the same like he did in SK. What's Caboshot going to do? Farm a lot, but JWoww in a lane matchup that is usually dominated by Gnar, he kept on really well. Even CS
social media said
he had a little trouble practicing, but Elements going out for the final push here.
Well, that definitely seems to be the case. Caboshot's doing what he can as Mega Gnar. He's going to throw 3 members of Elements forward as Betsy's going to knock them upward. Caboshot does survive until that last Acid Hunter from Tabs. Another kill for Froggen as the Emo Plague is now ticking away. Ghostly Pepper's trying to get out. Froggen is chasing all the way forward. The Hourglass is on the steps, and that's going to be his death. He even pulls away for a few more swag points. Elements on the back line, destroying